welcome back to my channel. So for my last video, I said this time I'm going to be talking about the differences in Disney housing. So today I'm going to talk about the application process, choosing Disney housing, and the various housing complexes that you do have when you do opt into Disney housing. So there are slight differences between this program and my last program. So from my last program, I was able to link with 5 other girls. So there were 6 of us linked together when you include myself. The difference this time was I could only link with 1 person. We originally thought that I was going to be able to link with 3 other people. So we had a house of 4 girls. We were all ready to room together, and then we ended up getting the housing email saying that we could only link with 1 other person. So this is one of the biggest differences for this program compared to my last one. It was kind of a shock that we could only do that, but we're going to try to make the best out of the situation and hope that all 4 of us get put together. But I guess that's just kind of how it's going to be. So with Disney housing, there are 4 different housing complexes. There's Patterson, Chatham, the Commons, and Vista Way. In my last program, I lived in Patterson Square. I absolutely loved it. We ended up getting into Building 12, which is honestly right next to the pool, the clubhouse, which is where your hub for pretty much everything is. It's where you go get your packages. It's where you can get the vacuum, broom, you can get cleaning supplies there, you can print things there, and you can get Ask Disney related questions pertaining to your program. And then there's also Chatham, which is pretty much where all the housing events are going to be held. It's where you have your welcome to the Disney College program and also the graduation ceremony, as well as sparingly events throughout the course of your program. And then there is also the Commons. The Commons is where I had my welcome to the Disney College program kind of info center about Disney housing. The way the 3 that I just said, so Patterson, Chatham, and the Commons, they are all right next to each other. So if you're wanting to live somewhere where you will be able to kind of access everything, you don't have to drive far, you can just walk, I would say there, because there's also the bus hubs at these locations. Patterson does not have buses because you can just walk to either Chatham or the Commons. The Commons is one of the main bus hubs, as well as Vista Way. Vista Way is the bus hub for getting to everywhere on Disney property. But the way it looks is that it will be like Patterson, Chatham, and then Commons is over here. And then Vista Way is completely separate because it's the original housing complex for the Disney College program. When I was there, it wasn't updated yet. I have heard it has been updated since my first program, but it's just so far separated. It's not one of the places I would want to live at. It is the cheapest just because it is the oldest, and they aren't as nice as the 3 newer ones, which is Patterson, Chatham, and the Commons. And Vista Way is kind of way over here. You do have to drive to get to the other 3 complexes to do any of the Disney housing events, which is kind of one downside of living there, but it is also the main bus hub. So a lot of international students will live in there. People who know they're not bringing a car, they will live there as well. They do have a volleyball court, basketball court, tennis court, pool. I mean, all 3 of them have a pool, but not every single one has all the amenities Vista Way does. There's also Mickey's Retreat, which is right next to Chatham Square and Patterson Court and is right behind the Commons. This is another place where you can go swim in a pond. They have volleyball courts, basketball courts. It's for Disney cast members. It's kind of just like an outdoor camp place. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to being in Disney housing. One, you're only 15 minutes from property. You can get to work I got to work in about 10-15 minutes. I was also on first shift, so I was also going to work before traffic started. But you're about 20 minutes to any other park. Other benefits are you don't have to worry about paying rent or utilities. They do take it directly out of your paycheck weekly. So at Disney, you do get paid weekly, which is a big plus. But this is going to pertain to... Another thing about the Disney housing is that there's a various number of people you can live with. You can live up to with 8 people, including yourself, or you can live with just 2 of you. So you get to rate, when you go through the application process, we're going to backtrack. So now we're going to start talking about the application process when you get your Disney Housing email. So you receive this email about 3 weeks prior to the start of your program. So on Sunday, I got to fill out mine. If you're grouping with people, one person who's going to be the group leader who will fill out all of it first to link you with your roommates. So I filled it out first. On this, you just fill out your normal information that you would do on any other application, your address, your permanent address, and an emergency contact. You put if you're opting into Disney Housing, opting out of Disney Housing. If you're going to bring your car, then you just put your car details down as well. And then from there, you will just need to get your roommate's identification number, so that way you can link with them. If you can link with more than one person, you'll need to get everyone that you're linking with numbers so you can link with all of them. From that linking process, you will then go into choosing where you would like to live. You can put them in order from where you would like to live to the least likely place you would like to live. We had talked about how we wanted to live in Patterson again or Chatham, so that's how we ranked them. And then they will go by your Disney Housing preferences. Sometimes you don't really get much of you do get a say, but you don't get a say. Just because you put the preferences doesn't mean you're going to get your top choice. On my last program, we ended up getting our top choice, which was Patterson Court. We were one of the lucky ones. This time it could be completely different just because there is already cast members living there for the Fall Advantage program, which is probably why a lot of this is different than my first program. But yeah, so once you finish that, then you will be able to print off your boarding pass as well as the other paperwork that you fill out, which is like an emergency contact form, like just signing documents that you need that you will bring with you on the day of move-in. I don't have my move-in information yet. I'm hoping to get that, I think, this coming week. I am down to almost 2 weeks to move-in date, and I'm so excited. It's so unreal. As you can see, my room looks a lot different than last time. I am moving next week, so I'm going through all my stuff. So it's getting kind of bittersweet. So yeah. But you'll print off those forms and you're going to bring them with you to check-in day. So just put them in like a folder that you're going to keep all your paperwork that you need for check-in day. And if you are bringing your car, you will also be put into an event block where you will have to just pay for your parking decal. This year it was $85. I think that's what I paid last time as well, so that's not much different, and that's how you'll be able to park your car on Disney property. So yeah, so that's pretty much the housing process. It's pretty much just finding your roommates on the Facebook pages, going through and figuring out where you guys would like to live, and it'll show you the prices as well on the housing document, so that way you guys kind of know if you would want to pay more for certain places or less for certain places. It is up to your guys' personal preference. But yeah, so that's the housing process. I am almost just 2 weeks out from being down in Disney and finding out my location. When you do get your itinerary, you will also find out which housing complex you are in. And it doesn't really say like how many rooms you're going to be in with how many people. It just says your complex. So as long as you and the people you booked with have the same complex, it's more than likely that you're going to be living together, but it's not guaranteed. So just keep that in mind. So I just want to say thank you guys again for watching my channel, and to keep tuning into my videos. I'm soon going to start posting my moving vlog. I think I'm going to start this when I get home, just because I'm going to literally be going through all my stuff. And I think I'm going to document my journey down to Florida, because it is an 18-hour car ride. So yeah, just hit like and subscribe if you would like, where you can keep going along with my Disney journey and hopefully getting some more tips and tricks to help you during your Disney college program. Thanks. Bye.